Alright, this is for my YouTube. I don't know how to edit things or make them shorter, so this is a commission I'm working on for my grandpa. He didn't give me a limit, but I gave myself one. On the back here, I'm keeping track of how many hours I spend on the canvas. I pay myself $8.50 an hour for commissions. That is just above the minimum wage federally. I've got a little Country Time lemonade container full of really dirty water, but this helps me not drink my paint water. So that's over here. I've got a little basket full of my paintbrushes and other things that I need. I don't have fun brushes like Bob Ross does, and I don't do anything super cool with my brushes. I simply just screw around until I find something that I like. Right now I'm separating the brushes that I want and the brushes I don't want. Obviously I can't use this one, the tip's missing, which happens when you're a dumbass like me who leaves their brushes in the water too long. Mrs. Greek, don't come for me. I'm sorry. I know I did that. I know that was a choice that I made. Anyhow, this is gonna go up for my patrons. Oh, here's a nib on my YouTube. I like doing commissions for the most part. Right now, I am waiting for the Patreon art seminar to begin. I hope it's a Zoom meeting, otherwise I signed up for something I can't go to because I don't physically live in the area. Oh, that doesn't belong in here. And yeah, so we're trying to spend our time wisely. Set this aside for art, and that's what we're doing. Hopefully I don't have to scream at my cats on camera, but I do have 3 cats right now. Not forever, I hope. I'm babysitting 2 kittens that I love. I love these assholes. They're adorable, but, you know, they're kittens. They're assholes. Love them to death, but Robert, you can have them back when you want. I don't want this many cats. So I might have to yell at them. They do get a little rowdy here and there. And I don't like loud. I don't like loud anything. I don't like loud people. I don't like loud dogs. I don't like loud cats. So this is a quiet household. I try to keep it that way. People don't always agree with me on keeping things clean and quiet. I also live with roommates, so hopefully you won't hear from them either. But you never know. My last apartment, every time I tried to get on a Zoom call or record things, I got interrupted. I also have this really awesome tumbler that I ordered from a lady on Facebook. She put my logo on it. It glows in the dark. She made me these little pumpkins. It's great. And I only use it for water. So the only thing that is ever in there is water. And it wouldn't be anything to do with me if I didn't have a pumpkin chocolate chip cookie. And my new little pumpkin plates that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. $10. Dude was selling them for $10. If you don't think I'm not going to buy an entire set of pumpkin junk for $10, you don't know me very well. I obviously love pumpkins. I've got a billion of them. Alright. So I don't know if you can see, but right here, this little tree, needs some leaves. I'm trying really hard to go layer by layer because I normally work on my iPad, which is fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with working on my iPad. It's portable, it's convenient, and I don't have a lot of tools. I just have the one pen, and I don't have to keep buying paint. But there are people who do like my traditional painting style, so I do still offer commissions. You can see that I stopped with the leaves on the ground right here because I'm trying to just go, you know, line by line by line. It's really obnoxious for me, but it has been helping. If I do catch one of the kittens, then I will show you what they look like. I have my bucket of paints over here, and you're not going to be able to see them. I'm sorry. That's just how this goes. And I do have a cold right now, so sorry about that in advance. I'm going to be sniffing a lot, and I might have to get up and blow my nose. Really hope I don't, because like I said earlier, I don't know how to stop recording and like do stuff. I use the apple barrel paint because I go to Walmart. I'm not fancy. I told my friend Trina when I started this that this was going to be called Not Bob Ross. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some light colors around here because the light is coming from this direction. It's coming from over here. So I want the light to come this way, but I do know that like the leaves that I see closest to me are going to be dark, so I have to show the light somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some yellow, and I have two oranges. I have jack-o'-lantern orange and pumpkin orange, and unfortunately they are different. One has more of a brown in it, so we're going to use the lighter color, which is pumpkin orange. I don't know if you guys want to know what colors I use. I don't know if you care, but that's the information in case you want it. I do like to try and use the littler brushes for the details, but since this is sort of the background and not the forefront, I'm going to use some of these dirtier brushes that are kind of on their last lives. I don't take good care of my brushes. It's really sad. I really should try and take better care of them because it's not like they're expensive as in like they cost a lot. It's just a lot of money to keep replacing something that you know you're going to use. So I'm going to try my best to not cover up the branches, but these are going to end up getting covered anyway, so it's not a huge big deal. And I'm going to try and not spend a lot of time on this. I also try and follow the curves of the branches I make because it's how trees work, and these aren't biologically or naturally correct trees by any means. I don't think aspens turn these colors, but I like these colors, so I'm going to paint these colors on these trees. My grandpa hasn't said anything about it other than he likes it and he's excited to see the rest of it. So, you know, if the person paying for it and the person making it agree on what it looks like, then it really shouldn't be a problem. Now, I got too much orange on my brush right here, and I don't know if you can see it all the way over there, but it mixed into the background tree, but that's fine because this is the darker side. And I don't know if you can hear the kittens losing their minds over here, but they are. The trees end up taking up a lot of layers, and Jesus, girls! They don't have a lot of brains. They throw themselves into my mirror all the time. Maybe I can catch one of them in a bit. So I'm done with this brush for now. It's gonna go in the water. Don't do anything fun with it. And while I'm waiting on that to dry a little bit, I'm gonna add a tree over here. Because there's supposed to be one. I do have to find the correct paint though. I use antique parchment to lighten my browns because it still keeps the brown color. I think we are using real brown. And it has a little bit of its own brown. I need to print out the picture I have for reference. I'm also gonna have to patch this up because the kittens put a little hole right here. You can see it, it's white. Hey! They like attacking my curtains too. Oops. And apparently, the stand I'm using, I'm borrowing my roommate's ring light. I don't have the ring light part, but it's basically a phone stand that I'm using. So, I forgot that this tree is basically like right here off the canvas, but we still see its branches, so I'm gonna work on the leaves. So I guess I loaded this brush for no reason. I'm gonna set it there, see what that does, and put some red over here by itself. I use the jack-o'-lantern. So sorry about that. Cats again. They like to play with things that are dangerous for them. But, you know, they're 7 months old. They put things in their mouth. So because the oranges are the same but different, I do this thing where I put it on the side. I put the oranges on the sides so I can mix them if I want to, but I don't have to. Alright, so red, orange. Let's get some yellow off by itself and pick up another teeny tiny baby brush. This one. So I know that aspens don't really produce red leaves, and I don't know what tree would. So the red is mostly there as a brown substitute, I suppose. It's just supposed to add depth to the piles of leaves. I would prefer the orange and the yellow stand out, but I don't know how to, I don't know, get it to calm down. I'm gonna put some brown over here so I can mix my red with the brown and go back to making this base layer of leaves. Trying to get the kittens to stop screwing around. This is what I mean. Every time I try to do something, there's just chaos around me. I love them, but Robert, you can have them back. I'm trying to follow this imaginary line that I've got going on right here. It's not the most fun, but it is. Hopefully this is entertaining. If it's not, I'm sorry. but yeah. This is hard, okay? I don't like talking without people answering. I like conversations, but I definitely don't like hearing the sound of my own voice. So these aren't going to be edited very well because I don't want to hear what I sound like. I mean, I edit my TikToks, so it really shouldn't be that bad, but in my head I think it is. Mostly because I can't put like a voice filter on it, and I suppose I could take it down. I used YouTube a lot as a kid, but not really that much. I mostly used it for music. My sister was the one that watched videos. Only videos I really watch are knitting tutorials, and I don't do that very often anymore. I'm trying not to scream at these cats on camera because I don't want to upset people, but the thing people are... Alright, well my phone decided that it wanted to try and die, so this might not be a very long video. I'm gonna try really hard to not scream at the cats on camera because I don't know how other people would react to it. I love them. There's nothing wrong with these cats except for the fact that they're kittens and they are just so full of energy. I'm one of those people that believes that you should 100% discipline your animals. I don't do anything extreme, and the two people that have claimed I abuse my animals can suck a fart because my animals are spoiled. I let them do almost whatever they want, just not all day, every day. There are definitely things they're not allowed to do, like they're not allowed to climb on the furniture. Like they can sit on my bed and the chairs and stuff, but they can't climb it. They can't climb my drapes, they can't climb my chair. They've got other things they can use to climb. They don't have to use my furniture for it. So I'm not the most worried about that. Also, I think recording's helping me because I'm like looking over to see what it looks like to you guys, and I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just, you know, an interesting perspective. I'm gonna add some orange to my little brown and red mixture over here and see if I can get some like really little base leaves on the trail. Maybe cover that up. And there's actually little things of grass in here too, but I don't think anybody can see them too well, so that's fine. They're just little secrets for me, and I'm okay with that. I don't know how many leaves would actually be on this like walking path if this were real, so I'm just giving her a go. Giving her a real good go. You can't really see much of a difference over there, can you? Well, I'll bring you over in a minute and show you. I really hope I can get some more patrons on my Patreon. I don't really know how to attract people to watching me, wanting to see what I do, because I'm just used to this being something nobody cares about, but I want to make my living off of it, and it makes me happy to do art, and I love it. I want to be able to keep doing it. School wasn't for me. My advisor said to go find something I love, and I love this. I like making things look pretty. if I can't get enough patrons by the preset time, then I will, the agreement is that I go back to school, which I would rather die than do. But sometimes we don't get those choices, I guess, because I do still have school money that technically needs to be spent, and I don't want to use it, but I worked really hard to get it. Maybe I'd go back to school for art, but I don't really see a point in going back to school for art if I don't love it. That's been my problem, is I was going to school for stuff that I didn't really care about. Also, I'm adding little shadows. Basically, I just do this layer by layer as if somebody were to cut the tree and hand me slices of it, just really thin slices of the tree. These are the most detailed trees I've ever made. Not ever made, but made this far. And I'm pretty proud of myself. It's a lot of work, honestly. Lots of little dots, but I also do enjoy, I forget what it is, stippling? I don't remember how it's pronounced, but I enjoy the little dots people do for shading that people like to mix with tattooing, the cool tattoo art. I have a bunch of tattoos. You probably can't see them, but I've got one on my wrist. I think I'm up to 9 now. I don't know if I'm allowed to count the unfinished one, but I'm probably gonna have to stop this just so that it can upload, and my phone says it's gonna die. So just bear with me. Oop! And here's it. Here it is. That's what I worked on today for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna finish the rest of this off camera and probably post a progression picture for you on my Patreon. If you like what I do and you want to see more, please just subscribe to me. I need more patrons, and I love it. You get presents in the mail. I give you stickers, prints, bookmarks, and everybody that signs up gets a free commission. So send your friends, send yourself, send your family. Show it to everybody you know. Thank you. Bye.